True, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. This one, we are going to be bringing the wagon back to its former glory. You might have seen one of the last couple videos. Jason got second at the high-tech round, and in the final battle, put this thing straight into a tire wall. Whole side completely crumpled. It's a bit unfortunate. This thing's a pretty new build, and she was looking pretty spicy before then. Yeah, bit of a shame. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, this is Jason Head Reet's competition drift car. It's an R31 wagon that we built with a 580 kilowatt Barra, 4-speed dog box. Thing absolutely blazes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and stay tuned because we're going to be doing some work on this thing, getting it fixed up to schmick and ready for round 4 up at Queensland Raceway. So, hey Corey! So Corey's pulling this knuckle out. You can see it snapped the welds off.
It's done, bro.
The Coastal Motorsport knuckle. Pull that out, weld it, and get this thing straight again. We already pulled the skirt off. I'm going to pull the guard off, pull the door off, and got to attempt to get this door open somehow. That's going to be a whole lot of fun, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of work going down on this thing, and a bit of mechanical as well, just to make sure she's in tip-top form. But let's jibber-jabbing and let's get to it.
Poetics, bring the drums in.
Keep it coming. I say nothing.
We got the knuckle out, obviously the broken bits. Oof. We'll just clip in like that, weld her up, don't care. So all I've got to do is run a weld along there, 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 and there, and it's done.
On the wall, and I put that on my life. Weighted the road on his back.
Got all the knuckle back together. Everything else is pretty good. So I've welded it all back up, painted it up again. That's all good. Oh, looking at that knuckle, I did notice this side, this must be from the hit when the front wheel hit Dale. This bolt here, which is the same one that we did in SA when we hit Dale. We've bent this here again and we've squashed this little spacer thing. So luckily we've got a bunch of them and we've got bolts. That and the welds on the knuckle are supposed to be the weak spots. So the bolt breaks, you replace it, it's all good again. Or the knuckle under a really heavy hit snaps those welds, you weld it back together and your knuckle's all good to go again. I'll replace that bolt and then the front end should be back to how it is.
We got the car pretty stripped down, popped a little bit out of this door. I reckon we're going to save this door. It's not actually that bad. So we are going to be giving the car to Minnie down at Minnie's Paint and Panels, so you can pull some of it out and clean her up again. In the meantime, I managed to chop the flare off of this guard that was in the crash. So this guard's pretty crumpled, so managed to chop and clean up the flare off it, and I'm going to reuse that on a spare guard we have. So I'm going to go ahead and weld that up and bog that up and get that guard ready for primer, so that will be good to go.
That's where I'm at, tell them I'm right here. I stand beside a giant that besides no fear. Oh no, I never ride so low.
So got it all welded up. I completely filled it with weld this time. I want it to be extra strong, and I've just gave it a quick sand with some 80 grit. So it's ready for some bog. Thinking I'm going to use a bit of fiberglass reinforced bog as the first layer to give it some strength, and then just some light filler to fill it in and get it looking nice. I'll have to weld a plate on the back of this and fill that in like we did on the other ones. Thing will be looking brand new in no time, no doubt.
Whenever I'm stressing, I'm worried. It leads me by the still waters. I'm never hurried. If they ask where I'm at, tell them I'm right here. I stand beside a giant that resides no fear. Oh no, I never ride so low. I hear them cry, hold on, we gon' fly. Aye, aye, aye.
So we got our first layer of the metal bog down, just over here. Gonna try and pull this sill out a bit, so tacked on a hook and maybe ratchet strap it to that. Or I got this slide hammer. See what we can do, huh? Try this first, I guess. Pretty solid. Not sure it's doing heaps, maybe a little bit. Pedal beat, not bad, a lot better than it was, so that'll probably do for the sill, I reckon. I don't really care about under
No,
there.
that there's hidden. That's a lot straighter with the cage there too.
It's coming along. Got the guard all finished up with the old flare attached to it, so I cut the flare out like you probably saw with the old guard. It wasn't perfect, but it'll definitely do the job. It's gonna get stickers, and yeah, so that's all molded in and primed and wet rubbed, ready to go for perp. Same as a spare door, so we picked up 4 spare doors. A little bit of bug work on this one, prime, ready to go. These strips here, we were able to save off the old panels, so they will be left alone and put straight back on. I did some fiberglass work on the side skirt just to reinforce it where it was a little bit cracked. Engine wise, Corey pulled the coil packs and plugs apart. Somehow there's moisture getting into the resistor, even though it's supposed to be sealed, in between the coil pack and the spring and stem thing. Clean them up and put some dielectric grease on them to hopefully stop them rusting. New plugs in the thing. The clutch is on its way back from MPC, so huge shout out to MPC. I think we just damaged it from the first time when we had the fittings on the slave cylinder interfere, and caused a bit of a snowball effect for the clutch dramas we've had since then. But they've taken the whole clutch assembly back, machined it, new plates, everything, and sending it back to us. So big shout out to MPC. They've been amazing to deal with, and yeah, specifically James. Shout out James. I know you watch the vlogs, so thank you, James. The dump pipe, I had to again cut out the flexi pipe in it. The titanium flexi pipe can't handle the heat, and it keeps like forcing its pressure against everything. It's wild. It's like it's trying to grow and pressurizing the whole exhaust. Then it won't mount up properly again. So deleted it, cut it out. Pulse dropped around some 4-inch straight, so I can just delete it, and then I just slapped it with the old ceramic coat in a can. You wouldn't even know. So shout out Pulse Titanium. Won't be having any more dramas with that flexi. I think it hasn't had dramas in the past with the flexi pipes in the exhaust, but I don't know if the Barra just pumps out too much heat or just Jason sitting on the 2-step. Don't know. What are you bits doing? I'm gonna try not to spin around in circles too much because everyone keeps complaining that I'm making them dizzy. Leave me alone. The PWR intercooler had a weird pinhole leak coming out of like one of the end tanks. Super strange. PWR was super good. Got a courier to pick it up, have a look at it. They've never seen it happen before, but they're replacing it under warranty and sending the faulty one back, which is Kane. So I'm waiting on that. That'll be rocking up soon. Just been buttoning up bits and pieces. We're going to be doing some heat stuff to the dump pipe, probably, maybe, don't know. Making sure this thing is 100% because I refuse for this car to go to another drift event and have dramas. It kills me. She's going to be 6,000% Mickey Mouse. So we have no dramas. So the next event is also in Queensland. Definitely a long journey to have some dramas. Gonna try to get it on the dyno as well, probably between now and when it goes to paint. Just get it touched up and possibly look at something super spicy, which is the off-throttle anti-lag done by the drive-by-wire throttle body. Basically, it's going to spool the turbo every time you lift off the throttle. So you might have heard it in other drift cars, but it sounds insane. You'll hear them, they go, wah, pa, 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 wah, pa, pa, pa. So yeah, mini explosions, which spools the turbo so you can have, say, 10 pound at your foot ready to go every single time you modulate the throttle. So it basically drives like a V8 car. So that would be pretty epic, puts a lot of strain on your hot side. But send it. All right, just had some goodies rock up for the Barra Wagon. MPC have sent back the clutch, freshly rebuilt. They sent us some stickers to slap on the car. Extra horsepower stickers, so yeah, carrying. Shout out MPC Performance Clutches. Get this bad boy back in there. Big hefty girl. And PWR have sent back, I believe, the original cooler that had a slight pinhole, just to get us by for now, because there is a 4 to 5 week wait on getting the new one under warranty. So get this stuff back on there and get it running again.
seal the servants in the head or in the hand. By yourself while you can.
The dog box is back in. We got the freshened up MPC clutch all in there. It's got the perfect amount of front, forward and back clearance with the slave as it is, so should be laughing. I made a new bleed line that runs all the way out to the wheel well here, just to make bleeding the clutch a lot easier. It's next to the tap to drain the catch can.
But maybe it's conspiracy or mystery, epiphany, the predicament of seeing the serpent's identity, difference being.
Alright, she is almost complete again. Dump pipe, strut bar that's been freshly powder coated, cooler piping's back on. I opened up these holes the other day, put new pinch mold on them. Boost leak test before dyno. Yeah, might start her up and just check the clutch is doing everything it should. Wagon's all loaded up, so we're gonna head down to Trent at Chequered Tuning. Next event being Queensland. We really want to make sure this thing is Mickey Mouse, and he's a wizard with the Haltech equipment, so it'd be good to get him to look over it and maybe set up a little bit of anti-lag, off-throttle anti-lag, which would be pretty gangster. So see how we go. Full nugs, man.
Some photos on the socials while they're choking soul ties. Like, man, that I told you life would do you like this. I thought I told you life is cold.
We're down here, Chequered Tuning.
Yeah!
Here with Cat.
Yes.
Washed up, drafted.
Yes, yeah. You're gonna hear my car start. You're gonna block your ears.
Oh yeah?
Yes, yep. I will start it for you.
Your first event back is going to be keep it root.
Yes. If, hold on. At the time my car's ready, whatever the next event is, so I will tell you when it's ready, and you could make an event for me if.
Yeah.
We'll hold it to it.
Yeah.
We'll hold it to it. It's on vlog,
Come on,
man.
it's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon.
Alright, we'll get the wagon off and make some noise.
Yes. Yeah. Can't wait.
The real wagon. VL build better than Barra Wagz. VL wagon build. Yeah, that's pretty angry.
Can't wait.
We're in. We made it in. Chequered Tuning. This is Trent. Howdy doody. He's the man behind the Chequered Tuning. He's the wizard. The wazard. The wazard. Looking at the GPS speed sensor, trying to see if we can get that working without the car rocketing itself. Touch up a few things and then potentially look at some off-throttle anti-lag, which could be pretty cool, but also could blow the motor up. So
We'll see how we go. Trent was saying something about we could lose the pins to the pistons, but don't worry about that.
Send it.
That's it, send it. If you don't know, Trent played a lot with the old 31 JZ Wagoon. It's pretty cool to have this Wagoon back in here under his fine touch. Let's see what he can do. So we can get another 100 kilo out of it.
With the anti-lag, it is really cool, sounds cool, can really help. We just want to make sure that it doesn't hinder your driving style as well, like being off and on and off and on and on. We don't want it to push the car.
Only using it for some of like the big battles, and you actually really are pushing the motor, and that does pick up that gap between when you're behind someone, because that millisecond of it not coming back on can create a meter gap or whatever. So
It could literally destroy a battle. And if it does work, you just scare the shit out of them and hope they drive in.
tell us a little bit about Kat's car.
Yeah, it's a headache, like all cars, but it's finally there.
So what is it?
NASCAR R5 P7 Dodge engine. It's running Nexus with IC7 dash and all that sort of stuff. PDM.
What did you have in it before?
Twin turbo LS in it before, which was really good, but it's an LS and like they're probably the best V8, but they don't sound great. Like I just couldn't handle the sound, so
So you changed it for sounds.
literally for 9,600 RPM. So
Bloody hell.
we should
That's
be
what
able
we
to
want.
use all the RPM.
That's what I want. This needs more RPM, doesn't it, Jason?
It does, yeah.
And you're building a Barra too?
Yeah, we're
So you
doing
got a
bit of
VK as well, is that right?
So yeah, the VK's had a baronet for a couple of years, but I've only got round to sort of putting a sort of serious effort into going on track in the next couple of months. But some of the series that we run in, he's got to be 3.5 litres. So
what is the plan for both the cars? I mean,
Cat's car will do just drifting and we just want to have fun with them anymore. Like it's literally just go out with a couple of mates and just have some fun, do your days. But yeah, get that one out. And the other one, maybe do some things like Thunder Sports and Sports Sedans. Like it's not a serious car, but that needs to be under 3.5 litres turbocharged. So it's getting a dry sumped 3.5 litre. The blue one at the moment makes like 440 on a green top Barra, and it's already really too much for the chassis for circuit racing. So if it makes the same power but gives us extended power band, if we can get 8.5, 9 out of it and reliably, it should be pretty cool. So.
Nice.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't really need that much more grunt, but if you could rev
It's just extending it out, yeah.
And that's what we found with the LS and Cat's car.
Let's film that the blue thing. Yellow VK, blue VK. Oof. Drummies already. What have you done, Jeff?
Got no sparkles. Yes. We just had the coil packs apart.
Glory. Having a play around with the anti-lag.
Yeah, we're done. How'd we go, Trent?
Good.
Yeah?
It's a good thing. Yeah, it makes power super easy. So
That's good.
yeah, and whoever done work on it before has done a good job. So it's nice. It's a good setup. Put in some poppily bangs and crackly pops. See how we go.
I'm scared.
Played around with some off-road anti-lag and it's brutal.
Pretty sure I saw some of the rings come out the exhaust.
Yeah.
Just some.
All right, so we're back from the dyno. Everything went pretty well. The Barra still loves life, and we did some off-throttle rally spec anti-lag there at the end, which is brutal, really cool. Be keen to see what Jason thinks trying it out at the next drift day. This thing's ready to go to paint now, so I'm going to be dropping it off to Minnie's painting panels next week when he's got room for us. So going to finish this video here so we can get it up for you guys, and then we'll just do a little post or something when she's all fresh again, give you an update then. But for now, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're not already. Smash that like button, comment, give us some support, help fund the wagon getting back together. True.
When you in the whip in a different lane, I need more of that. I need more. I need more of that. Give me more. Give me more of that. I need more of